Why do we see her? What is she doing? And I cannot believe her. Yeah, do we see her talking to the serpent? Serpent starts slithering, and he's spitting words and sinking to her ear. What he's saying so evil. Did God say it's the problem? It's in Hebrews. Yeah, because they tested, wanted to do this. It's not just a problem of the man or the fist. This is the thing, it's the problem in our fists. We fight for our way, we see the consequence. She looked at the thing, and then she said, yo, God said that we not touch it or no. And if we do that, then we gonna die. He said, do you really think that? Why? That was the time when she started questioning God. Why was she even just questioning God? She looked at the fruit and she thought all hard. She said, this is dope, and she didn't even dodge. The temptation came and she took it in her hand. She looked at it, ate it, and she gave it to the man, cause he was right with her and he did protect. I don't know what he was looking at, but check the fact. And then they see the facts, and then they see the breasts, and then they see the chest. Oh no, what's the rest? They cover up their body and they hide them where? Cause they know they naked and they try to ditch the fear. And now they hear the sound of the boom in the garden. God is coming, you can feel him approaching. Oh my goodness, what is the problem? Adam, where are you? Why are you hiding? Man, I am naked. Who told you this? The woman that you gave me and I bit. Who, whoa, woman, what you do? That serpent came and he tricked me, that's true. The serpent, what you did, because of this thing. Forever you gonna crawl on your thing, crawl on your stomach. But not only that, this woman gonna crush your head, but you gonna attack, bite on the seed that she gives. This is a prophecy, how we gonna live. Cause now we all cursed with the death that we got. And then he turned to Adam and he say, what you got? Because what you did, man, will always be. From the brow, we gon' eat, sweat, work in this ground. This is the problem, born and cursing this issue. I got him and woman, because you did what you do. You always gonna try to have problems with who? The man that you always tried to come up against. And he gonna defeat you, but this is gonna be it. The consequence. It's mind blowing. Yo. Look at the king in the garden. Look at the king. Look at the king in the garden. Look at the king. Look at the king in the garden. Look at the king. Look at the king in the garden. He tells disciples after supper. He washed their feet plus another. Judas left to go betray him. He did some words, amazing, amazing. And now it's time, he starts to feel the pressure. He tells disciples he's about to take some steps. He wants to go and be alone. He takes James, John and Peter though. Come my brothers, come away with me and stay right here while I depart in peace. I'm going right there, I'm going to cry in prayer. So would you please pray for me right here? And then he walks, collapses on his face. This is the God who called things in place. This is the King who told the storm to calm down. What could ever be so heavy, calling to fall down? I don't know what horrors. What did he see? What's happened tomorrow? We don't know, but the crying sounds of agony. What he says, his cup passed from me. Oh my God, is there another way for them all to be saved? Is there a way I can avoid the grave, avoid the cross, avoid the way? Response, there is no way. And what does he do? He prays again, another time, but not before he comes. He sees the disciples sleeping. It really stung. He wakes them up and tells them, there is time to sleep. Could you not await 1 hour, pray with me? Man, he goes away, he goes and prays again. He's sweating drops of blood. The angels came to him. Man, he is so stressed, and he feels the weight. He's looking to the very jaws of hell's gate, and everything that brings punishment and wrath is coming for him, so we won't feel that wrath. Look at the king, look at him fall. Do you hear the cries and prayers he calls? Look at the king, look at him now, look at the pain. Wow, he comes again after what a wait. He prayed 3 times, he didn't hesitate. He said, my Lord, may your will be done, and not my will be done. Here come the soldiers. Here come the soldiers. Here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come, and they're looking for the Son. Where is he who is called Jesus of Nazareth? I am he. Here they come, here they come, here they come, and they're looking for the Son. Where is the one they call Jesus of Nazareth? Nazareth. Judas comes and gives the Son a kiss. Would you betray me like this? The soldiers came to grab him. Peter grabbed the sword. You ain't about kidnap him. And he slashed him and gashed him. He went here and he missed him. It passed him. They said that Peter was scared. You must be bagging. He dodged it. I'm thinking he cut off that man's ear because he was going for the neck, because this was very, very clear. You ain't about to take my Lord, because he said, I'll never deny you. I'm here with you till death. Y'all show you I got you. And then he said, no, put that sword away. He put the ear back. He said, you gonna stay. They dipped the Lord and it must have been a great pain as they beat and punched the Lord who came. He is the Lamb. He is the Lamb who came to be slain for the worst of the mains. They beat him and they mocked him. They beat him and they mocked him. They took him away so they could flog him. Oh my God, this is forgotten. In my own heart is sodden. Well, how could this just be? This thought is just so rotten, because all that he's done, he deserves my all. And yet I give you the least, and yet you still did fall. You came, Lord, to die. They carried you away, you voluntarily died. And I cried, because all of my pride, when I see how humble you came, we see this inside. Because you ain't consider equality with God a thing to be grasped, but you emptied yourself, came to do even the lowest of tasks, and you obeyed to the point of death. I'm telling you, even to wrath, and you died upon the cross, death on the cross. This is so wide, man, this is so mad, this is so sad. How that I could be so proud when I'm looking at Dad. He gave up all that heaven had, and I'm living the way that I am. This is so sad, yet you is kind, honest, and we so godless. To the cross he goes, there's 2 others there. They both mocking him, and down there is severe. Prophesy thou Christ, who is that beat you? Rolling for dice. Then they start to see you. Clothes are removed. Ain't no loincloth. Ain't respect this man. Man, they was going off. And this the whole point. This the whole purpose. This the whole reason of our Sunday service. He was beaten, he was mocked, they was laughing, they was saying, if you poor and come on down, come what's happened. Oh, thought you was the beloved, why you up here naked? Ha 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 ha, ladies, tell me, can you brace it? Can you take it as they keep on pointing? And the dudes inside of him, they is also joined in, and they talking about him as he is suffering. Wrath of God is on him, and it is so crushing. Plus he has the physical and the physical suffering. Do you see what is inside of him so much then? He is also talking, helping at his mom dukes. Son, do you see your mom? Mom, are you so true? Do you see how this work? And he thinking about us, and he said he does thirst, and they give him some stuff. He tasted that it was wine mixed up with some myrrh and gall. He won't take that, no sir, taking all the pain. There ain't no end thing. He ain't taking Tylenol, he's taking a whole thing. And the thief on the cross heard him talk, and he said something is different. Why does he keep on walking in the same path? Man, he is not a man. And he rebukes of a dude, and he said, yo, my man, yo, this is what we deserve. Not him. Not him. Yo, hey, yo, this is what we deserve. Not him. Yo, hey, yo, this is what we deserve. But not him. This is what we deserve. But not the king. This is what we deserve. But not him. This is what we deserve. But not the king. King, will you remember me? When you come in your kingdom, please, this is what's up. And as he's shedding blood, his face is all crushed, and his back is like mush, and he's hanging by his cuffs, feet crushed. This is what? How did he see a king in the midst of dust? This is how he does. He saw through it all. This was grace from above. He saw him as he really was, not in the physical. This is such a big deal. He saw more than dust. He saw the same king who made all of us. And since this was what he saw, he moved. And since this is what is true, what are you gonna do, my good friend? He came to the end of himself and didn't think that anything was dependent on him but the one he remembered. So he asked only to be remembered when the king came back to his kingdom. And this was more than enough, more than enough. Man, he was giving much above. He was giving us, yeah, he was giving trust and faith. He was giving grace, and he was giving promise too. I will see your face, and you're gonna be with me, and he will be with me. Yeah, you gonna be with me. Yeah, you gonna be with me. When you gonna be with me? Right now, today, the same day we died, man, we gonna see my face. This is grace. My friend, this is so dependent. This is so necessary, like my pendant. The microphone that I'm rapping on, I'm in then. Yeah, you can see it, and it's like the engine of the whole thing, friend. Yo, he died, and this is because of the prize. The wages of sin is death. Someone has to die. Something has to give up their breath. This goes back to the thing we saw in Genesis 3. When God came to Adam and Eve, he saw their fig leaves and said, no, believe in me. Then he gave them some skin from an animal. This is the manual that we saw throughout the whole thing. If you see it, I will hand you truth. Because this is the silver cord that goes from the beginning to the death of our Lord. He is the sacrifice that was given all for us, and now we must believe and trust, because without him we can never begin to touch the mountain of stuff we owe him. We're crushed. So he died, went to the grave 3 days, he's alive. And why is this? Why did he rise? Hallelujah, no surprise. This is good in God's eyes. That means he accepts this as our prize. The price on our head. He said, I will take my son instead of you, and I will give to you what he did, which means it's like the things you do. He will treat you like you live his life, because Christ was treated as the sacrifice. He paid all prices for your devices and all of your vices. Isn't this not nice, kid? And then he rose victorious over sin, over death. This is glorious. And then he ascended after showing himself to 500 people at once, kid. Not only that, he said, I'm sending the Spirit, I'm coming back. And when I do, believe it's on attack. And if you're with me, then we is gonna crack the heads of everybody who didn't want me back. This is the gospel, believe all of that. Happy Easter, happy resurrection. This is your brother, Tawfiq, Mr. C. That's the gospel. Thank you, Lord. Peace.